As someone that spent over a decade helping people transform their bodies, I know just how powerful food tracking can be for hitting goals like losing fat and gaining muscle. I literally get all of my clients to do it, but let's be honest, tracking your food isn't easy. It's time consuming and it can feel like a chore, which makes it tough to stay consistent enough to see results. But what if there was a smarter way? Imagine having a personal nutrition coach in your pocket, an assistant that not only tracks your meals, but also gives you accountability and feedback in real time using AI. What if you could just snap a picture of your meal or your food and let AI do all the heavy lifting? No more manual entries, no more guesswork, which is why in today's video we're partnering with Welling.ai, an AI-powered tracking app that's making tracking your nutrition much simpler. We'll dive into how Welling works and how it's simplifying the tracking process so you or your clients can stay consistent for longer and achieve results faster. Let's jump right into it first by showing you how simple it is to track your food using the Welling app. When you sign into the Welling app, your home screen is going to be essentially a chat log with your AI-powered coach. Here you can type in what you ate, snap a picture of what you're eating, or even verbally dictate into the app what your meal looks like or your snack. Make small adjustments if needed, and that's it. Welling has just tracked your food. I'll admit it, at first, Welling's simplicity seemed almost too simple for me, especially after years of using more complicated tracking apps and strict calorie and macro tracking. I just wasn't used to it, but that's also what makes Welling so refreshing. Unlike traditional tracking apps like MyFitnessPal, where you spend time searching for entries and manually entering what you're eating, Welling uses AI to simplify this process. And as a nutrition coach, I've seen many clients go down the path of tracking only to completely abandon it because it's too hard or too time consuming. And who loses in that scenario? Everyone, because the client doesn't get the result and you don't get to help them. Welling is changing this by making it easy to track your food and then move on with your day. That said, while Welling is simple, it's also packed with useful features that not only make tracking easy, but also help you reach your goals faster. Let's take a closer look at how Welling works. As I mentioned earlier, there's three main ways you can log your food using Welling. You can type in what you ate, you can take meal photos, or you can use your phone's dictation feature. These options give you a lot of flexibility depending on what's most convenient in the moment. For me, the meal photo feature really stood out. When you take a photo of your meal, Welling identifies the dish as well as all the food items, and then automatically estimates the serving size as well as the nutritional content. But how accurate are those numbers? I've put this to the test, and I'm going to share the results in a second, so make sure to hang around for that. Once you log your food, Welling is going to display the food in a pop-up that you can easily edit. This is a huge plus compared to the other AI chat apps that I've used to log your food. Those make it really tough to edit the food items and to correct any inaccuracies because you're going back and forth with the AI. You can also favorite your frequently consumed meals, making it easy to log them instantly without having to research the food item or take a picture. Welling also boasts an extensive global food database with many international options, particularly Asian and Indian cuisines that are often missing from many popular food tracking apps. So there's a wide variety of foods from all over the world, but Welling is also designed to accommodate different eating styles, like shared family style meals or meals with multiple sauces, which makes the tracking process so much easier. This stood out to me because many of the subscribers of this channel are some of my clients outside of North America, primarily those that eat Asian, Indian, or other international cuisines. They struggle to track their food intake because there's so many multiple ingredients or sauces or just things they can't find. These are some powerful food tracking features that sets Welling apart. But it doesn't stop there. You can track more than just your food with the app. You can also track your activity expenditure by simply logging and describing what you did for exercise into the chat. One of the easiest ways to do this is to connect Apple Health, and it's going to automatically sync your exercise as well as your steps. You'll also have the option to apply your expended calories to your daily totals for the day if you want to play the checks and balances game. You can also track your body weight, which is going to be stored in the progress tab, so you can track your progress over time. There's also a handy key protein, carbohydrates, and fat contributor overview, which is going to show you exactly which foods your macros are coming from. Beyond just tracking, Welling is going to give you helpful feedback and tips to keep you on track. Every time I logged a meal, Welling would give me feedback based on that meal, what went well, and what I should keep in mind for the rest of the day. It's like having a nutrition coach in your pocket, offering reminders on how to stay on track. The AI chat feature is also extremely versatile. You can use it to generate recipes, meal planning ideas, grocery lists, and even exercise routines. routines. For example, one day I asked it to create a meal based on my remaining macros and also create a grocery list for that meal. It then tracked the meal instantly after I made it. Another example is to quickly ask if a food is suitable based on your goals. A lot of my clients who are beginners have a lot of questions about, is a certain food okay to eat based on what I'm trying to accomplish? Welling looks at your goals and your targets, your food preferences, and gives more context around how that food will help you get closer to your goal or stand in the way. This AI chat feature has so many possibilities, from meal planning to workout generation to goal setting, and even getting some extra motivation throughout the course of the day. And if you like what you see and you hear so far, you can try out Welling for yourself completely free for 7 days. And then get 15% off your subscription by using the code MARK15 at the first link in the description below. Now let's talk about the progress tab, where you can view your total calories, macros, activity, as well as body weight progress for the day. Here you can make quick adjustments without having to scroll through the chat log. I appreciate the clean and minimal design of this page. It keeps things simple without overwhelming you with a bunch of data. One last notable page is your profile. This is where you can customize and manage your nutrition plan. Like other nutrition apps, Welling assigns you a calorie and macro goal during the intake process when you sign up. However, you can update that anytime, adding dietary restrictions, food preferences, and even inputs from your physician or your dietitian. Welling saves this information to then provide suggestions on what you can do better throughout the course of the day. There are so many instances where this type of guidance could be helpful, whether you're trying to avoid certain allergens, or you're limiting nutrients like sodium, or trying to increase your intake of protein or fiber. Welling is going to use this data to inform its recommendations and keep you on track. This level of customization helps you make informed choices throughout the day. And it's one of the first AI tracking apps that I've seen that offers such a wide range of personalized features. Before we move on to the accuracy of Welling, because I know you want to know about that, I want to show you how Welling helps simplify one of the biggest hurdles when it comes to tracking your nutrition and losing weight, and that's eating out. When eating out, finding detailed macro and calorie information is often a challenge. Most restaurants don't supply this nutritional information. If you're lucky, the restaurant's gonna have calories and macros listed, but that's not always the case, which leaves you trying to find similar foods in your tracking app, or estimating entries or averaging them out. This can be overwhelming. However, Welling is gonna do all the heavy lifting for you. You can just type in what you ate or snap a picture of it, and Welling averages these foods and instantly applies them to your meal. And then you can make adjustments right away using the pop-up. For example, it's common practice to add 10 or 20% additional calories to a meal when you're eating out, or slightly raise the portion size to accommodate for the extra calories or ingredients or additional sauces in the meal. Remember, they're trying to make it taste good, and you can instantly do this by using the pop-up. You can also use Welling's chat feature to figure out what you should be eating at a meal out. For example, I told Welling I was going for a meal out, and I pasted a link to the menu. Welling then provided several healthy options and even suggested some modifications, like ordering a bunless burger or avoiding some of the high calorie dipping sauces. This feature is also really helpful for any time you don't have much control over food, like holiday parties or cookouts, and you still want to make healthy choices that align with your goals. All right, now that we've walked through all the big features, let's get to the big question, which is, how accurate is this technology? How accurate is Welling? In my experience using this app and comparing calories and macronutrients, the photo entries were around 80% accurate, with my text inputs being the most accurate, around 95% of the time. You can improve the accuracy by entering specific measurements, adding context with supporting text by describing how the food was cooked or some ingredients you know that are in it, or taking photos of the nutrition labels for even more precise tracking. The real value in using this tool is its ability to help you stay consistent and build awareness around what you're eating, while reducing the hassle of most traditional tracking apps, so you can keep doing it for longer. In the long run, being 80% accurate over 6 months is much better than being perfect for a week and then never tracking again. Before we move on to my final thoughts and who I think Welling is best suited for, let's talk about pricing. Welling is not a free app, but you can try it for 7 days to see if you like it it before committing. In terms of pricing, it's got multiple tiers ranging from $15 every month or a pay in full option for the entire year, around $120. So there's flexibility depending on your budget and level of commitment. And for our audience, Welling is going to offer you a 15% discount when you use the code MARK15 when you sign up for your subscription. I strongly believe in investing in tools that allow you to stay consistent and help you reach your goals faster. Whether Welling is worth the price depends on if it falls in line with your objectives and what you want to accomplish and what you feel that is worth. In my experience, Welling is ideal for anyone that wants a body composition result or to improve their eating habits while tracking without the hassle of a traditional tracking app. If you're someone that needs to track every detail, you're a physique competitor preparing for a competition, Welling may be too relaxed for your goals. But if you're a busy professional that would benefit from tracking and you'd like to be supported by a virtual nutrition coach that's in your pocket, then Welling might be worth a try. It simplifies tracking, offers flexibility, and provides that extra nudge of accountability and helps you stay consistent over the long term, which is one of those things that we all need. The best part is you could try Welling out completely for free for 7 days and get that additional 15% discount on your subscription by using the code MARK15. Check it out at the first link in the description below. Now, as great as all those tips are, if you're really serious about starting a nutrition coaching business, the next thing I'm gonna have you do is check out this video I've linked up right here. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I would set up a macro plan for my clients so you can do it for yourself. So check it out now, and I'll see you in the next video.